Hello everybody, so for today's video I have the brand new for 2022 Haunted Mansion Hitchhiking Ghost Doom Buggy Halloween inflatable. This particular inflatable sold at Lowe's for $139 and it's 6 feet tall, as you can see there. These should be out in stores next month in August or early September depending on your local store location. However, the Lowe's stores around me received most of the Halloween shipments already. Unfortunately, they're still in pallets, and some stores will bring it down if you ask, but some don't. And yeah, unfortunately, many Lowe's employees don't know that these can even be sold. A lot of Lowe's employees think these aren't even in their system right away or cannot be sold. They can be sold if you scan it. They all are available to be purchased, so everyone is aware of that. The box itself is obviously the orange Disney box that has been around now for a few years. Surprisingly, nowhere on this box does it actually say Doom Buggy, which is pretty weird. You'd think it would say it somewhere, but I guess it's pretty clear what it is. It probably will say Doom Buggy on the tag of the item when it's put out on the floor for sale. I was surprised when this was released with the price of only being $139. Honestly thought it would at least be $150. So that is obviously about $10 cheaper than what I thought it would be. And this could have even been $200 to be honest, so I am glad to see it was below $140. Jimmy's going to have a few Haunted Mansion inflatables this year. Obviously, Haunted Mansion inflatable from last year, this, and the light show. I think that's about it for this year, unless there's some cheap fans that might come out of Walmart. Not too sure about that. Unfortunately, it looks like my box, well, the inner box, obviously, is a little bit damaged there on the side. Otherwise, it looks an okay shape. You can see there's almost looks like it's been ripped, unfortunately. So yeah, you can see I've had this happen before where the inner box is a little bit damaged. This is pretty bad, actually. The whole flap is crushed. I don't know how that happened. Luckily, the inflatable isn't damaged. As you can tell, the bag's still intact. Here's the instructions. Stakes themselves are normal base fan inflatable stakes. The black plastic ones and the small metal ones. Doesn't look like there's any of the twisty stakes. Alright, so here's the Doom Buggy out of the outer box and just the inner box here. See more of that damage there. Let's take it out of this, see what it looks like. I actually do not have any Haunted Mansion inflatables, so this is my first one. I am glad to see that they are coming out with new designs. I do want to pick up the light show Haunted Mansion inflatable that Seasons. That seems pretty cool to me. It's just the price is a little too much in my opinion. So I may just get the Haunted Mansion inflatable from last year to go with this one. I believe this has a YF80. It's what I expected for this inflatable. I'll show you that a little bit later, the actual motor itself, but it's what I expected, a YF80. Just size of an inflatable. Really couldn't ask for too much more. Should inflate it just fine. And as you can see, it really takes no time at all. This isn't even staked down. So if it was staked down, it would take even less time to inflate. For anyone wondering, the back of this inflatable is actually open on the bottom there to let, I guess, wind through. It doesn't act as a sail. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, obviously the Doom Buggy is from the Disneyland ride of the Haunted Mansion. And the three ghosts are Gus, Ezra, and Phineas. I was pleasantly surprised to see that it says the Haunted Mansion on the Doom Buggy itself instead of Happy Halloween or Trick or Treat. Glad that it says the Haunted Mansion. You can see here the bar is inflated. It goes across the bodies of the ghosts. Now, compared to last year's Haunted Mansion inflatable, it's basically the same exact design, other than their bodies being obviously half cut off, or the legs, and bottom half of their torsos would go. But for anybody that wasn't lucky enough to get that one and doesn't want to get that one, I think this one's nearly as good as that one, if not better. So yeah, once again, you can see here how there's a hole basically on the bottom of that fabric to let air through. This is a fabric material on the brim of his coat and the brim of the hat there too. So that is nice to see, so it stays down. I was pretty disappointed to see that Lowe's wouldn't be carrying any other Haunted Mansion inflatables in store. I was hoping to see a Madame Leota Halloween inflatable. I think that would be awesome. Hopefully that happens in the near future. Overall, I think this is one of the best Halloween inflatables Lowe's is going to have this year. Really the top 2 or 3 in my opinion. And yeah, let's get to the night video. Alright everyone, so here's the Doom Buggy Halloween inflatable at night. Illuminating the Doom Buggy and the ghosts are incandescent C7s. There's 2 incandescent C7s in the Doom Buggy itself. The rest are in the ghosts. Ezra has 2 C7s. The rest of the ghosts have 1 each. Yeah, I have no complaints on how the ghosts are illuminated at night. It's just the Doom Buggy itself, which is really hard to see at night, unfortunately. But here you can see Phineas, and the bar of the Doom Buggy itself is attached to Phineas to keep it standing upright. Now, this does look better in person than in this video. But you can see here, it's pretty hard to even see the writing on the Doom Buggy there, even with the C7s right directly behind it, which is actually pretty disappointing. I would have liked to see a few additional C7s, especially behind the part of the Doom Buggy that says the Haunted Mansion. Now, if you have any sort of ambient lighting, Halloween string lights, projection lights, other inflatables even, I'm sure it wouldn't look as bad. Definitely plan on adding a projection light to this inflatable, maybe even just a white spotlight even. I think that's going to look a heck of a lot better than what it does now at night. I'm glad they didn't change the color of the ride and make it some blue or some other color, and it stuck to the actual ride color. So that is nice to see, because it's obviously a dark color. It's hard to see through. And as you can see here, the motor on this particular inflatable is a YF80, which is what I expected. You can see it inflates fine. No complaints there. Alright, so overall I think this looks the best during the day. But if you get this inflatable, I would highly recommend some sort of ambient light or spotlight to put on this inflatable at night. Really would help it a whole heck of a lot. But if you're after a Haunted Mansion inflatable and you do not like the Haunted Mansion inflatable from last year, or do not want to get the Seasons inflatable version, I highly recommend this one. It's a great inflatable, one of the best at Lowe's this year. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you next time.